CBS Young and the Restless spoilers Friday's update May 10, 2024. Inside the Abbott family's luxurious mansion, Diane faced Jack with angry eyes, unable to contain her emotions. "We need a break," Diane said, her voice heated. "We shouldn't see each other anymore." Jack sensed the tension in the air and stared at Diane, trying to understand what she was thinking. "I understand," he exclaimed, his voice low. "We need time to think about things." Diane nodded in agreement, but inside her, sadness and despair welled up. She cannot accept the fact that Jack and Nikki still regularly meet and share their feelings like they do now. "You and Nikki, we can't go on like this," Diane said, her voice hoarse. Jack felt his heart begin to sink, but he knew what she was saying was right. "I understand," he admitted, "we need a change." In the end, Jack agreed with this decision. "We're going to separate," he said, his voice trying to control his emotions. "Diane, you should move out of the Abbott mansion. We'll find a way to continue our lives separately." Diane listened, but her heart was broken. But she knows, sometimes, pausing is the best way for both of them to think and reevaluate their relationship. Meanwhile, Nikki sees Jack and Diane break up, and she feels guilty. This feeling overwhelmed her, making her unable to help but blame herself. She didn't want to cause trouble for Jack and Diane's relationship, but she knew that her feelings for Jack couldn't accept that distraction. Jack, meanwhile, is focusing on change and rehab. He knew that to go further in life, he needed to face his challenges and change himself. "I can't let things get any worse," he thought to himself. "I will prove to everyone, I can be a strong man, standing firm against all challenges." After discovering Victor is doing something wrong and Jordan is locked in the cellar, Jack cannot keep silent about this heartbreaking situation. Although he was not directly involved in the war between Victor and Jordan, his compassion and justice could not accept a woman being abused and treated so poorly. With steadfast determination, Jack decided to save Jordan from her current situation and ensure she was protected and cared for until she fully recovered. "I will not let anyone suffer injustice and violence." Jack quietly entered the wine cellar, with determination and courage. He discovered Jordan, who was sitting on the edge of the wall, his eyes weak and lonely. Without wasting a second, Jack quickly took Jordan out of that dark place, with the plan to take care of her until she fully recovered. However, Jack couldn't help but think about the consequences if Victor knew about his actions. He knew that Victor did not hesitate to use any means to protect his interests. But for Jack, the fight for justice and freedom cannot be threatened. If Victor knew about this, he would have to keep quiet, because if he attacked Jack, he would not hesitate to denounce his nefarious actions. Victor illegally arrested a person, a serious crime that could lead to serious consequences, even jail time. But even though he knew he might face revenge from Victor, Jack was still willing to accept the consequences to protect the hurt woman and assert his principles. For Jack Abbott, standing firm in the face of any challenge, to protect the weak and fight for justice is more important.